الباعث
Al-Ba'ith, the Resurrector. He who repeats this name 101 times by putting his hand on his chest before sleeping, his heart will become alive with knowledge and wisdom.
الشهيد
Ash-Shaheed, the witness. Recite this name 21 times with the hand placed on the head of the disobedient person. Inshallah, he will become obedient.
الحق
Al-Haqq, the truth. If one has lost something or someone, writes this name on all four corners of a square piece of paper placed on the hand and lift towards the sky and ask Allah at the time of suhoor, he will find what is lost.
الوكيل
Al-Wakil, the trustee. He who is afraid of any natural disaster repeats this name continuously and make this name advocate will be under protection from all calamities.
القوي
Al-Qawi, the most strong. He who is genuinely oppressed or victimized and repeats this name with the intention of counteracting the oppressor will be free from his enemy's harm.
المتين
Al-Mateen, the firm. If a woman's breasts do not yield milk, write this name on a piece of paper, soak it and make her drink it. Her breasts will abound in milk.
الولي
Al-Wali, the protecting friend. He who is unhappy with the habits of his wife should repeat this name in front of her to make her good-mannered.
الحميد
Al-Hamid, the praiseworthy. He who repeats this name in loneliness 93 times consecutively for 45 days, he will be relieved of his bad manners.
المحصي
Al-Muhsi, the reckoner. He who recites this name 20 times daily on 20 pieces of bread and eats them, all the creation will be subservient to him.
المبدي
Al-Mubdi, the originator. If this name is repeated 99 times at the time of suhoor with the hand placed on the belly of a pregnant woman who is afraid of miscarriage, she will be free of danger.
المعيد
Al-Mu'id, the restorer. If a person is away from the family or is lost, this name shall be repeated 70 times in all four corners of a house once all members have been slept. That person will return in 7 days.
المحيي
Al-Muhyi, the giver of life. He who is sick repeats this name many times or blows it on any other sick will become healthy. He who recites this name 89 times on himself will be protected from captivation.
المميت
Al-Mumit, the creator of death. One whose soul is uncontrolled by himself shall repeat this name by his hand placed on his chest while sleeping. His soul will be obedient to him.
الحي
Al-Hayy, the alive. He who repeats this name 3,000 times daily won't be sick. He who writes this name through musk or rose on spode and wash and drink or make it drink to other sick persons will be rewarded with great health.
القيوم
Al-Qayyum, the self-subsisting. He who repeats this name frequently will be blessed with esteem, and if he repeats solitarily, will be delighted. He who repeats Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum between Fajr and sunrise, his laziness will be disappeared.
الواجد
Al-Wajid, the finder. He who repeats this name while having meal will have the richness of heart.
الماجد
Al-Majid, the noble. He who repeats this name in privacy to such an extent that make him raptured, his heart will be enlightened.
الواحد
Al-Wahid, the one. He who repeats Al-Wahidul Ahad daily 1000 times will be free from fear and delusion. A childless person who writes and keeps this name with himself will be blessed with a pious child.
الأحد
Al-Ahad, the Absolute One. He who repeats this name 1000 times will have certain secrets open to him.
الصمد
As-Samad, the Eternal. He who repeats this name 115 or 125 times while prostrating at the time of suhoor will be blessed with internal and external rectitude. The person who repeats this name constantly, Allah will soon make him independent of the entire creation.
القادر
Al-Qadir, the Able. He who repeats this name 100 times after performing 2 rakat salah, Allah will humiliate his enemies if he is true. If a person is trapped in a difficulty, he will be eased by reciting it 41 times.
المقتدر
Al-Muqtadir, the Powerful. He who keeps this name repeated after waking up or at least 20 times, his tasks will be eased.
هل تريد تقييم
المقدم
Al-Muqaddim, the Expediter. He who repeats this name on the battlefield or who has fear of being alone in an awe-inspiring place, no harm will come to him and will become obedient and submissive to Allah.
المؤخر
Al-Muakhir, the Delayer. He who makes a habit of reciting this name will be blessed with genuine repentance. He who repeats this name 100 times daily will be blessed with divine nearness.
الأول
Al-Awwal, the first. A childless person will be blessed with a child if he repeats this name 40 times daily for 40 days. If a traveler repeats it 1000 times on Friday, he will reach home safe and sound.
الآخر
Al-Akhir, the last. He who repeats this name 1000 times, his heart will be free from the love of everything other than Allah, and all his sins will be forgiven, and he will be blessed with a good ending.
الظاهر
Az-Zahir, the manifest. He who recites this name 500 times after Ishraq prayers, Allah will bless his eyes and heart with divine light.
الباطن
Al-Batin, the hidden. He who repeats this name 33 times each day, hidden secrets will be revealed to him, and his heart will be filled with divine love.
Al-Wali,
Al-Wali, the governor. He who repeats this name will be protected from sudden calamities. He who writes this name in an empty glass, fill it with water, and then sprinkle it into his house will be free from danger. Recite this name 11 times to subdue any person.
Al-Muta'al,
Al-Muta'al, the most exalted. He who repeats this name continuously, his problems will be solved. If a woman repeats it abundantly in menstruation, she will be eased.
Al-Bar,
Al-Barr, the source of all goodness. He who repeats this name 7 times daily will be relieved of intoxicants and fornication. He who repeats this name excessively will be relieved of worldly wishes. He who repeats this name 7 times after the birth of his child, the child will be free from misfortune till puberty.
At-Tawwab,
At-Tawwab, the acceptor of repentance. He who repeats this name 360 times after chasht prayers, his repentance will be accepted. He who often repeats this name, his tasks will be eased. If this name is repeated 10 times on an oppressive, the cruelty will be terminated.
Al-Muntaqim,
Al-Muntaqim, the avenger. He who repeats this name continuously for 3 Fridays will be avenged directly by Allah if the person is not that powerful to take revenge.
Al-Afu,
Al-Afu, the pardoner. He who frequently repeats this name, all his sins will be forgiven.
Ar-Ra'uf,
Ar-Ra'uf, the compassionate. He who repeats this name many times, he and the creation will become affectionate for each other. He who repeats Durood and this name 10 times each, his anger will be alleviated. His anger will be alleviated. He who repeats Durood and this name 10 times each, his anger will be alleviated. If recited on any wrathful person, he will calm down.
Malikul Mulk,
Malikul Mulk, the sovereign. He who always repeats this name will be wealthy and self-sufficient.
Dhul Jalali wal Ikram,
Dhul Jalali wal Ikram, the Lord of majesty, sovereignty and bounty. He who repeats this name abundantly will have self-esteem and will be carefree from people.
Al-Muqsit,
Al-Muqsit, the equitable. He who repeats this name will be free from evil doubts. He who repeats this name 700 times for a special and legitimate purpose, that purpose will be accomplished.
Al-Jami',
Al-Jami, the gatherer. The person whose family has been dispersed shall take a bath at the time of chasht and turn his face towards the sky and repeat this name repeat this process and in the end pass his palms across his. The family would be gathered.
Al-Ghani,
Al-Ghani, the magnanimous. He who repeats this name 70 times will be blessed with abundance of wealth and will not be needy. He who is suffering from a physical or spiritual ailment will be relieved by reciting this name across his body.
Al-Mughni,
Al-Mughni, the enricher. He who repeats this name 1111 times with 11 times durood before and after the name, after Fajr or Isha prayers plus Surah Muzammil, will become self-sufficient.
Al-Mani',
Al-Mani, the preventer. One should repeat this name 20 times at bedtimes for a peaceful and happy family life. He who often repeats it will be safe from evils. He who repeats this name for a special and legitimate purpose, that purpose will be accomplished.
Al-Dhar,
Azwar, the distresser. He who repeats this name 100 times on Friday nights will be protected from calamities and find peace and tranquility by the grace of Allah.
An-Nafi',
An-Nafi', the propitious. He who recites this name many times after settling in a vehicle will be safe from calamities and disasters. He who repeats this name 41 times at the beginning of every act will be successful in all his good acts. He who recites this name prior to intercourse will be blessed with pious children.
An-Nur,
An-Nur, the light. Those who repeat this name 1000 times and Surah Nur 7 times on Friday nights will have their heart enlightened with divine light.
Al-Hadi,
Al-Hadi, the guide. He who often repeats this name in a supplicating manner and facing the sky and touch his face with palms will be blessed with true guidance and be part of mystic persons.
Al-Badi',
Al-Badi', the incomparable. He who sleeps in the state of ablution while repeating this name will get the solution of the plain task in his dreams. He who is confronted by any distress or difficulty should repeat 1000 times Ya Badi' as-samawati wal ard for relief from the distress.
Al-Baqi',
Al-Baqi, the immoral. He who repeats this name every Friday night 1000 times will be safe from loss or damage, and all his good deeds will be accepted by the grace of Allah.
Al-Warith,
Al-Waris, the supreme inheritor. He who repeats this name after sunrise 100 times will be safe from all sorrows by the grace of Allah. He who repeats it 1000 times between Maghrib and Isha prayers will be saved from all sorts of disturbances.
Ar-Rashid,
Ar-Rashid, the guide to the right path. He who is unable to work out plans for a certain task and repeats this name 1000 times between Maghrib and Isha prayers will get plans in his dreams. He who daily repeats this name will be rescued from his difficulty and his profession would progress.
As-Sabur,
As-Sabur, the patient. He who repeats this name 100 times before sunrise will be saved from all troubles and will be relieved from envies and enemies. He who is involved in any trouble should repeat this name 1020 times in order to be relieved and getting peace of mind.
صدق الله